I hit, get a plan. Bring no yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Yeah, that boys and they can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping them fast was honest. We used to travel them hardest. Now we pull up in the front.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Chiefs are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against a Colts offense that will need to rise to the occasion. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few moments ago, the emotional leader of the Chiefs defense, Eric Berry, making his way out of the tunnel. He and his mates will get set to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August, and we looked as expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should. And what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it here with Blount. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by their QB, the former number 10 overall pick in the draft from Texas Tech, Patrick Mahomes.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up.
Ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Bowman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Barkevius Mingo looks like he should be an excellent outside linebacker in the NFL, but he's never quite found his footing in the league. A former first-round pick in Cleveland, didn't really reach the heights that they expected. Spent a year in New England where he won a Super Bowl playing mainly special teams. And now in 2017 with the Indianapolis Colts, hoping to fulfill that promise he showed while he was at LSU and become a blitzing linebacker who can get to the quarterback.
Now it's Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue Niner.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Blue
They run with Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there. Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense. They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident. Second down following the run. From the gun, here's Love. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's third down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense. Justin Houston is an elite edge pass rusher, and he has the speed to get upfield quickly, and offensive tackles have to respect that. But also, he has great hands. Ability to get their hands away from his body and then make a move either inside or outside to get to the quarterback. Throwing on third down, Luck. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week. Get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence. No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. This is Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one. Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that. And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. They'll need to get the playoff quickly. And they're not going to get a playoff here as time will expire on this first quarter. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll run it here with Hunt. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They run again with Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, he gets to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Here's Ward. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Colts coming out now. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. complete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Fighting his way through contact. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, here's Locke. The ball comes out, And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and use him well.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Colts pick it up, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis, the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Jimmy Garoppolo, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Norman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw is Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Locke. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Luck throwing again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I'd like to have back I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To the air again, Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, Locke. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again is Locke. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Chiefs right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Colts know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Chiefs take it early in the second. Out of the shotgun, pass will be completed. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score as they take a 7-0 lead. Chiefs have it on 2nd and 5. Gabriel's able to get open here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. Later on the drive, here he'll look into the end zone, and it's caught for the score. The lead now at 14. Now 1st and 10. Here the throw is hurried and picked off. Williams isn't happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. Now following the pick, quick pass and catch by Hilton. And it's caught for the touchdown. Colts down by a touchdown. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Kansas City for the start of the second half.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Green, over.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Mahomes going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They run it with Ward. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. It's Bowman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting
Not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Again, here's Blunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevious Mingo coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slips free.
Here we go now.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A.J. Klein in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Phillip Rivers, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Play clock winding down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Take it at the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Ward. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Mahomes again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And again, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver, because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
This is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Houston not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you...
Tyreek Hill on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. They give him a gain of 38. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw. Love throwing the out route incomplete. That's Marsh. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now it's Locke. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. His second down. Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On first down, Locke. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down throw. Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.